Are hours away from the official ballot count in Georgia, and polls show the race for president is razor thin. Good afternoon. I'm Sean Gables.
And I'm Blair Miller. Polls close here at 7 o'clock. The first results are expected at 8 o'clock. Atlanta News First crews are in place right now and into the night, checking on the turnout, potential problems, and then results from where you live.
We start with Atlanta News First reporter Adam Murphy live at the elections office in Gwinnett County. And Adam, I understand one of those polling locations had to be evacuated today. Briefly.
Good afternoon, Sean. All polling places are open and running as normal right now this hour. And here at the elections office, you'll notice people are sorting through some of the advanced voting ballots. But earlier today, you're right, there was a bomb threat that was made at one of their polling locations. That happened around 12 o'clock this afternoon. The security threat happened at the Mountain Park Activity Building on Rockbridge Road in Stone Mountain. Police said that once they received the bomb threat, they immediately evacuated the building, swept the facility, and found nothing. Voting continued after a brief delay there. I've also learned that the FBI is aware of bomb threats to polling locations in several states, including right here in Georgia, many of which appear to originate from Russian email domains. Now, none of the threats have been determined to be credible thus far.
When officers arrived on scene, they spoke with polling officials and discovered that there was nothing suspicious that was going on at the actual location. The location was temporarily evacuated. However, this was a minor disruption, and the polling location was reopened after officers were able to determine that it was safe to have people come inside and continue voting.
Now, the election supervisor here in Gwinnett told me they do intend to file an extension with the judge to keep that particular precinct open 1 extra hour due to the brief delay from this bomb threat hoax which occurred earlier this afternoon on Rockbridge Road at one of their polling precincts. And by the way, this polling location actually housed 2 precincts, so it impacted quite a few people. We are waiting for more information from the judge to see if they will extend the hour at that location. So be sure to keep it right here on Atlanta News First for the very latest. We're live at the Gwinnett County Elections Office in Lawrenceville. Adam Murphy, Atlanta News First.
Adam, thanks. Now here in Georgia, the official